guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So happy to be doing another video, and of course it's Friday, so that means we are doing personal mastery series. So excited. Now this week I am drawing inspiration from, of course, The Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma. A lot of us know him from The Monk That Sold His Ferrari and the 5 a.m. Club. But I have to say, this is my favorite book. And I'll tell you why this is my favorite book. It starts off very, it's actually weird because he meets this guy and he takes him to the graveyard or the gravesite. And they dig up this hole, and the monk then says, imagine today was a day where you were going to be, laid to rest. It's your funeral. What do you want people to say? In fact, write your own obituary. And they write the obituary, and then they say, okay, now that you have written this obituary, this amazing obituary, now work backwards. Now start living as though you are going to have that kind of funeral. So he makes you picture your ideal funeral day, and he says then work backwards, making sure that how you live will ensure that you have that kind of funeral. Exciting stuff, right? I know. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, please pause this video, subscribe below so that we can be a community. I am so excited to be sharing some of the things that I have planned out on here, and I hope that you can join the community as I share. So yeah, today's video, we are talking leadership, and a lot of people, think you have to be some sort of CEO, you have to have some title, you have to have money for you to be a leader or for you to change lives. And this book differs. It says the fact that you are human means that you have a lot to offer to humanity. You can be a leader. And my favorite chapter, and that's the one I'm talking about today, talks about how for you to be a good leader, you have to focus on being a great person first. You have to be a great person so that you can then easily influence others towards a goal, towards a vision or sort of direction. So why I think this is so important, we wait to have the platform or to have the title. And when we get that title, that's when we say, okay, I'm ready now to, to be a better person. I'm ready to show kindness. I'm ready for my intentions to be pure. I'm ready to just step up. So we wait for something to happen before we could step up. And this book says, you stepping up every single day, showing up, improving every single day, takes you to the fast lane in being a great leader. So the way you lead your life, the way you lead yourself, it starts with you. That is how then other people will see and be drawn towards you, and then follow your sort of leadership style or your goal. So it's about you. So I'm just gonna read a passage from the book, and I think it just sums up exactly what I'm talking about. It says here, it's just not possible to unlock the best in your teammates without first being connected with the best in you. And this is for my managers, people who have been given a platform already, and now they are looking to, try use it to its fullest potential, but also people who want to increase their impact, and people who are generally managing other people. And if you work in a team, this is very important. A lot of us like to point fingers, who's lazy, who's not doing what, and you forget that you have to tap into yourself first. Focus on being the best so that others are encouraged to do the same thing too. You are not going to be able to get your team to be creative, to think out of the box, to be innovative, if you're not doing that yourself. So leadership starts with you. You have to do it first, and people then will see that you have done it, and they see that you're an inspiration. They are going to be drawn towards you. They will want to help you in your vision. So you have to sort of set the tone, start the pace, so that your teammates or the employees that you're overseeing can then know how to step up and know how far the bar has been raised. I always say there is no bar in life, but just for the purpose of this video, you raise the bar so that everyone else can then see and follow suit. And the next part in this book, I love this one. It says, you have to do the inner work required to make your character richer, your intentions purer, and your acts bigger. So you have to do the inner work. So I know with myself, I am a big procrastinator. I will procrastinate. And when I decided that, you know what, I actually want to tap into my inner leader, I want to, have impact. I had to first sit down with myself and say, what bad traits do you have that you need to change? And I'm not saying I'm perfect now. It's still a work in progress, but I had to really sit down with myself and say, what is it that you need to stop doing, that you need to, fix in your life? So talking about the character, talking, about that thing, that moral compass. Also, intentions being pure. So I would love to do a lot of activities. And when I really was introspecting, I realized that I was doing it so that people could, clap hands for me and be like, oh, you're such an amazing person. Oh my goodness. So my intentions were not pure. So I had to really take a step back. And I'm sure you've seen how I'm not doing a lot of work with Beizens Foundation, because I had to take a step back and really interrogate why I do certain things. Why do I feel the need to do some of the activities that I was engaging in? So I had to really try and get my intentions to be pure. And of course, your acts to be bigger. I have realized that if I am mindful and present, I get more work done. I do amazing work when I am present. So focusing on my character, focusing on my intentions, and making sure that I am productive and I increase my impact has been something so important to me as a person who is trying to be better for themselves, not for necessarily to be a great leader, but saying I want to lead my own life and be proud of my life. And for me, that's what it took. And I'm going to read my favorite line because I think we all struggle with this one. Part of becoming a truly great person and leading yourself also involves clearing up the emotional dimension of your inner life, releasing any resentments you may be carrying, and letting go of all the baggage from the past. Hectic. I used to actually laugh and make it a joke and say, I'm crazy, I'm dramatic, and it's not a funny joke. It's not something that you should actually declare on your life, that you carry baggage, that you overreact, that you are crazy and you have all this emotional tension that constantly goes on. So we need to also make sure that our emotional state is constantly being monitored. You have to be able to manage your emotions, the big emotions especially. And for me, this has been the most difficult thing in my life, and I'm constantly trying to work on it. But if you want to be a great person, if you want people to admire you and follow you, you have to work on your emotions. People do not want to be around someone who overreacts or someone who's going to be dramatic and cause a scene. They don't. So I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. It hasn't happened overnight for me. But I'm saying let's try and be mindful when our emotions are not in check, so that we can, really foster and harness the greatness that's within us, so that it spills over and people then are drawn towards that. They're drawn to the stability. They're drawn to the groundedness. They're drawn to this joy-filled person. And I think for me, once I master this aspect of my life, I'm going to soar, because really emotions can really mess things up. Something that just requires a conversation with an emotional person, it can go from 0 to 100, and things can get messed up. You hurt people, you can't take things back. So it's very important for us to really, as we think about being given more platforms, being given a bigger stage in life, that we have our emotional dimension in order. So I think this book is amazing. I wish I could share more from this book, but I'll stop here today because I don't want to also give you guys too much information and this just becomes overwhelming. It is going to take you literally every single day. You are not going to wake up and you are this leader with no title. You are this great person who has emotions in check, who has the intentions pure. You're not going to do it all in one day. So it's very important that as you navigate this life, as you really look at unlocking the next level in your life, that you are patient and kind to yourself. So I will summarize because I love to give summaries, right? You can never unlock the best in people if you are not unlocking the best in you. It starts with you. That's point number one. And the second point is work on your character, work on your intentions, and work at increasing your impact and productivity. And of course, the last thing, make sure that you do the required work for your emotional dimension. Make sure that you are not carrying baggage from the past, you are not carrying grudges, and that you are not really an emotional person who doesn't know how to handle the big emotions. Be able to be in a state of calm and groundedness. That's it from me. I hope this will encourage you to really start thinking about personal mastery in every aspect in your life. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let's comment on the comments section. Tell me, how are you going to make sure that every single day you are going to do small acts that will allow you to be a great person. Let's first focus on being great people, so that we can then encourage others to tap into the greatness in themselves too. Anyways, guys, I hope you also subscribe. Please do subscribe. I really, really, really appreciate it. We are actually on our journey to 100 subscribers. Let me know in the comment sections too how you would like me to celebrate 100 subscribers. I'm so excited for that. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much and God bless. Bye.